Be me. 22. Sociology student with a focus on narratives of patriarchal resilience. Spend weekends drafting protest plans on internalized misogyny on my university campus. Also think a lot about how to prove that women actually run the world. Organised a library protest once because they kept Jordan Peterson books on the same shelf as women's rights books. Call myself digitally anti-fragile, but block every man who says not all men. Feel pretty righteous. Always believed men had it easy. They don't get creeped on walking at night. They aren't judged for how they dress. They get promoted for just breathing. One night, I'm on Twitter. Post a thread. Reminder, being a man is not hard. It's just unchecked privilege. Gets 1.7k likes. Quote retweeted by some guy. His handle's like Real Mindset Guy, 1991. Eye roll. He replies, try living as a man before you say that. Laugh, react. Quote him. Cry about it then. But something about it sticks. Not because he was right, but because I wanted to prove how wrong he was. Text my roommate Sam. Tell her I have a social experiment idea. Gonna create a fake male profile on Tinder and Bumble. Gonna document how easy it is to be a guy. She's in. Says she'll help pick pics. We pick stock images. Mid-tier hot guy, nothing crazy. Beard, soft eyes, bookstore vibe. Name him Noah. Bio says, book lover. Coffee over clubs. Looking for something real. Ready to prove a point. Day 1. Swipe for nearly 2 hours. Get 2 matches. 2. One of them unmatches after 10 minutes. Other never replies. What the duck? Figure maybe I picked bad pics. Ask guy friend from school. He looks and says, these are solid. Okay, so it's not the photos. Post on my story. Social experiment. Trying dating apps as a guy. Updates soon. Comments mostly laughing emojis. Except one girl who messages, OMG, you're gonna feel pain. Didn't think much of it. Day 2. Swipe right on everyone. Get 4 matches. One girl opens with, you better be 6 feet. Another asks for Insta immediately. Never replies after I say I don't use it. Third sends 1-word replies. Fourth never responds at all. Message the one who did reply. Try to keep conversation going. Ask her about her book rec. She replies, just Google it. Start feeling weird. Not sad, not mad, just kind of hollow. Like I'm performing to get basic human interaction. Post update, dating app men must be so emotionally repressed from this dry energy LOL, still trying to keep tone light. Day 3. Try Bumble. Women have to message first, get 2 matches, none of them message. I think they're bots too. What even is the point of the app then? Change Noah's bio to be more flirty. Add, bonus points if you love hikes and horror films. Swipe again. 1 match. Girl opens with, what do you drive? Tell her. Does a bike count? Unmatched immediately. Text Sam. Okay, maybe this is weirdly hard. She replies, lol duh, welcome to the war zone. Talk to guy friend again. Ask him, is it really like this? He just laughs. Says, I wish I got as many rejections as you. I usually just get ignored. No joke. That hits. Next few days, repeat swiping. Message everyone first. Get left on read, ghosted, unmatched. Start changing message openers. Try jokes. Try compliments. Try deep questions. Nothing makes it better. Open YouTube. For some reason, get suggested videos on why men are single now. They're making it look like it's our fault, LOL. Start watching YouTube videos by dating coaches. See titles like, Why Women Swipe Right on Only 5% of Men. Thought it was incel talk. Now watching them on 1.5x speed at midnight like it's gospel. Journal entry reads, maybe men don't hate women, they're just exhausted. Immediately cross it out. Day 6. Get 1 match who replies for more than 3 lines. Her name's Maya. Might sound familiar to some of you. Talking seems decent. She says, so what's your real height? Say 5 feet 10 inches. She says, that's kind of mid-GL. What the duck? This girl's bio literally said, be kind. Spend whole day quiet. Start overthinking. Like what if the men I dismissed were just tired? Not emotionally unavailable. Just worn down. Try not to spiral. But now, every story I remember feels different. The guy who gave me flowers after 2 dates, I told him he was love bombing. The TA who offered to carry my books, I tweeted mansplaining through actions. The guy who held the door open, I ignored him, didn't even look up. Noah's inbox is an absolute graveyard. Realize it's not rejection, it's invisibility. And it stings. Sit at desk, stare at own reflection, feel like apologizing. Don't even know to who. Maybe all of them. Text Sam. Say, I think I'm done. This isn't funny anymore. She replies, honestly, I thought you'd last 2 days tops. Log out of Noah. Delete the apps. Silence feels heavy now. Reopen my thread on Twitter. Read the replies. Realize how smug I sounded. How loud I was when I didn't know. Go to comment. Type something. Delete it. Maybe I'll write something one day. Not now. Too busy holding what I just learned. And it's heavy. Next morning, still feel weird. Like I opened a door and saw something I wasn't supposed to. Scroll through group chat, girls talking about their dates. He wore cargo shorts, lol, immediate ick. This brokey brought coupons to dinner. He said he liked his mom. Red flag, he probably has mommy issues. I used to laugh. Today, just stare. Remember one guy on Noah profile. Messaged, you seem thoughtful. What brings you here? I didn't reply. Too generic, I thought. But now? Maybe he was trying. Maybe that was his best shot. Is that why so many men are gay now? Sit on balcony, sun hitting my legs. Thinking how I used to say, men just don't try anymore. But what if they're trying, and we don't let them finish their sentence? Sip cold coffee. Realize I used to roll my eyes when guys talked about effort. Effort looked like roses, money, reservations. Never thought about the tiny texts, or typing out a good first message 10 times, then deleting it. Think of the guys I matched with. Some took 24 hours to say, hey. I unmatched before they could try again. Told myself they weren't confident, but maybe they were scared. Like I would be now if I had to try. Text X from freshman year. We ended things when I said he lacked ambition. He replied, I just wanted to enjoy life without proving it. Called him lazy. Never spoke again. Message reads, hey, random, but I hope you're doing well. He replies, wow. Unexpected, but thanks. I am. Heart hits floor. No accusations, no shade, just warmth. How? Go for a walk. Thinking of how I used to filter men. If they didn't have therapist-tier emotional intelligence by date 2, unmatched. If they liked Joe Rogan or didn't post BLM stuff, unmatched. If they complimented my looks first, unmatched. If they didn't, also unmatched. Realize. Maybe we weren't looking for love. We were filtering out any man who acted like one. Open Instagram. See post from activist friend. Reminder, men owe us better. Scroll past. Don't even like it. First time that's happened. Meet Sam later that night. She's like, so what's the debrief? I tell her. I don't think men are okay. She laughs. Duh. But I mean it. Tell her about Noah, about the ghosting, the dryness, the rejection without reason, how it's not just about ego, it's about erasure. Sam quiet for a second, then goes, but they still run everything, so... I nod, but inside I think, if that's power, why does it feel so cold? Next day, see my male co-worker, Marcus, used to think he was cringy, too nice, always brought in snacks, asked if people needed help with tasks. We made fun of him in DMs. Today, I just say, hey, thanks for always being thoughtful. He pauses like I spoke in Morse code, then says, wow, thanks. His voice cracked a bit. Think of all the times I dismissed kindness, called it manipulative, coded every male action as suspect. Now wonder what they must think of us. Walk back to my desk, feel my face hot. Why did it take me 4 years to say thanks? Remember, in sophomore year, he stayed late helping us on a group project. One of the girls joked, Marcus just wants attention. We all laughed. He didn't. I thought he was too sensitive. Now I know he was probably just done being a joke. How many other guys had I laughed at for being decent? How many did I push closer to silence? Must be some male brainwashing. Can't believe I'm thinking so hard about all this. Suddenly, had a thought. Remember many guys talking about asking other dudes for advice on Reddit. Seems like a thing only insecure men would do, but okay. Log into Reddit. Go to r/askmen. Start reading old posts. One says, what's something women will never understand about being a man? Top reply, we don't get touched. Ever. Another says, we can go weeks without a compliment. No one asks us if we're okay unless we're dying. I scroll for an hour, feel tears forming. Why didn't anyone tell me? Or did they? And I just muted them all, start journaling. If I'm honest, I wasn't angry at men. I was angry they stopped trying for me. Pause. Delete it. Too raw. Sam texts me. We should write about this. Dating apps is a guy's social piece. Reply, not ready yet. She goes, LOL, don't go full tradwife on me. Laugh. But only with my mouth. Not eyes. Go back on Tinder, scroll as me this time. Messages from dudes again, some sweet, some weird, some thirsty, but now I read them different. Not all bad. Some awkward, some just trying, some don't know how else to be seen. Start replying, not because I'm interested, just to not be another silence. Small rebellion. Talk to one guy, mid-tier. Bio says, into jazz and cooking. Asks me my favorite poem. I say, I don't have one. He says, that's okay. Mine changes daily. Pause. That was kind of beautiful. We talk for 2 days. Not flirty, just human. Tells me about his dad passing. His dog growing old. I listen. Then, he ghosts. Feel that sting, but now I get it. He gave more of himself than most ever will. Maybe he ran dry. Maybe he just couldn't do it again. Realize. We expect men to chase, but punish them when they arrive, breathless. Walk to campus. See student group with signs. End male violence. Toxic masculinity hurts everyone. Used to chant with them. Today, I just watch. Think. We don't even ask if men are okay before telling them they're dangerous. Go home. Sit in silence. Write in journal again. They weren't all bad people, just mostly losers that can't meet our standards, so why should we settle? Still post pro-feminist stories. Still believe in equality, but now. When someone says, men have it easy, I don't nod. I just say, you should try it sometime. And I mean it.